you, Dad. How long have you been flying in the sky? Enough to miss you a lot. Ani siya at binuhat ito sa bisig. You're heavy. What are you eating? I always eat veggies and drink milk. Masiglang tugon ng bata. I missed you, handsome. Ani Georgina at pinupog ng halik ang bata sa mukha. Tumatawa naman si Hill. Nakatitig lang sa Audrey sa kanila. Nagsusumikip ang kanyang dibdib ngunit ipinigil nilang kumawala ang mga luha sa kanyang nanunubig na mata. She then sees them. It was them. Jake carrying their child and lovingly staring at her. Sa isang iglap ay nagbalik siya sa realidad. Sean kissed his wife on her forehead as Hill hugged them both. Nangiti na lamang siya na makita sila ng buo. Georgina, kabunganan mo na ngayon, hindi ba? Napalingon sa kanya ang tatlo. Binilang ni Georgina ang mga daliri. Tango nito. My baby is now already 9 months. Pero sabi ng doktor baka Natigilan silang tatlo na biglang hawakan ni Georgina ang tiyan nito. Si Sean ay ibinabasihil at inalalayan ang asawa. Are you okay? Ouch! Muli na naman itong sinapong umuumbok na tiyan. Georgina! Turo ni Audrey sa binti ni Georgina kung saan naglalandas ang tubig. She's going to give birth. Natatarantang agad na lumapit si Audrey kay Georgina at tinulungan si Sean na alalayan ito. Anyone! Please, call an ambulance! Sigaw ni Audrey. Unti-unti na nilang nakukuha ang atensyon ng iba. This woman is going to give birth. Calm down, mi amor. Inhale, exhale. Pagpapakalma ni Sean sa asawa. Ouch! Muling namilipit si Georgina sa sakit. Ilang sandali pa'y dumating na ang ambulansya at agad silang nilapitan. Careful! Nag-aalalang saad ni Audrey nang isakay na sa stretcher ang babae. Audrey, can you look for him? Ani Sean. Sinasakay na sa ambulansya si Georgina. Of course. Go and take care of my cousin. I will. Saad ni Sean bago sumakay ng ambulansya. Hanggang sa huling dinig nila, nang sirena ay tinanaw nila ang ambulansya. Mami Audrey? Tawag ni Hill sa kanya at hinila ang laylayan ng kanyang dress. Yes, baby? Is Mommy alright? Nag-aalalang tanong nito at tinanaw ang papalayong sasakyan. Lumuhod siya upang pantayan ito. She smiled at him and caressed his round cheek. Your mom is going to be alright. She's with your daddy. He will take care of her. I'll see the doctors. Your playmate is now ready to play with you. Really? Nagliwanag ang mukha nito na tumingin sa kanya. Yeah. Nakaupo sa harap ng vanity mirror si Audrey habang inaayusan ng mga artist. Nakaready na ang susuotin niya para sa press con ng kanyang endorsement bilang bagong ambassadress ng Bodega de Zero. Ngayon din ang araw ng mismong release ng advertisement niya. 2 linggo na ang lumipas nang muling bumalik si Jake ng Texas. May bahagi ng kanyang puso ang namimiss ito. 2 linggo na rin ang lumipas ng mga anak si Georgina and it's a girl. They named her Giovanna. Now they are taking their family bonding. Move your head to your left. Utos ng makeup artist and put some highlighter in her rosy cheek. Audrey, we're going to start in 5 minutes. Anaria na may dalang tab. Director Gavin was waiting you at the backstage. Tumango siya at tumayo sa kinaupan. Hinubad niya ang robang suot at sinimulang isuot sa kanya ang Azazi maroon dress. Adriana, inspired. Partnered with a pair of Armani stiletto and Fendi accessories. A staff guided her to the backstage where Director Gavin was waiting. Mula sa likod pa lamang ay maririnig na ang samot-saring ingay ng mga tao na naghihintay. Director Gavin greeted her as she walks towards him. You're a majestic beauty, Miss Fuentes. Thank you, Director Gavin. Ngiti niya dito at nakipagbeso. They will ask you about this endorsement of yours. And if you didn't know what to answer, there are the other heads to help. Thank you again. Anya dito bago siya pumuesto sa gitna. Nang makaalis ang director ay lumapit sa kanya si Rhea. Audrey, if one of those reporters question you about your personal life, just answer safely. Yeah, I got it. She thumbs up as the MC started to introduce her. Let's welcome the new ambassadress of Bodega de Zero, the Pulcrite of Brazil. Audrey Atienza Fuentes! Halos magwala mga fans na nandoon nang lumabas si Audrey mula sa pulang kortina. The camera started flashing their lights as the woman in maroon dress walks toward the stage while waving her hands. How are you, Audrey? You look very gorgeous. Tanong ng MC nang malapitan siya. Thank you, Paula. Oh, you too. We're like couple. Turo niya sa maroon din itong suot. How I wish we are. Biro nito. Everybody wish they have a woman like you, right? Tanong nito sa madla. Nagsigawan ng mga ito na may kanya-kanyang dalang banners. Such a beauty to behold. The Polkatrodinous woman of Brazil. Oh, thank you so much. Tawa niya at iwinagayway ang kamay. Let's start our press con. I know, many of you want to have the chance to ask this beautiful woman beside me. Naupo siya sa gitnang bahagi ng lamesa katabi ang iba pang head ng MMG at Bodega de Zero, gayon din ang CDZ. Nagsimula ang press con at pulos mga katanungan ukol sa proyektong ibinabato sa kanya. How did you came up accepting this big project, Audrey? Tanong na isang journalist. We all know, CDZ is a big and large company to be with. Well, it's a good opportunity to have. And why would you miss that good opportunity waiting for you? Stop hiding in your comfort zone and explore more about the things around you. She simply answered. Miss Fuentes, what can you say about the rumor between you and Winston Alfred Partridge? Is it true that you and Winston is now officially a couple? Nagresulta ang tanong na iyon ng samot-saring kilig at bulong. Bigla'y kinabahan sa Audrey at tiningnan ang manager sa di kalayuan. Marahang tumango si Rhea. We do not have anything to be kept. Sagot niya. Nagsisigawan ng mga manonood at ang mga kamera ay patuloy sa pag-flash. Buong mundo ay napapanood siya kaya bakit pa siya magsisinungaling sa lahat? So, you're saying you're now in a relationship? No. Bigla'y natahimik ang buong paligid. We're best of friends. He's the one who helped me to be in this position. Hinanap niya ang kamera at tinitigan iyon. In spite of all the trials and challenges I've been through as a woman, I had to fight to get where I am now. And I'm thanking Winston for being my mentor in all those challenges. Little did she know, Winston was there watching her press con. Hindi siya pansinin dahil sa suot niyang disguise. He adjusted his sunglasses to hide his smile in his lips. How he also wished he could be the man who she was dreaming of. Napakaswerte na lalaking iyon at nakuha nito ang puso ng pinakamabuting babae na nakilala niya. Another question, please. Ani ng isang staff sa mic. Miss Fuentes, look at here. Miss Audrey, as the new ambassadress of Bodega de Zero, what are your platforms to... It's all about yourself, not anyone. Pagtatapos na sagot ni Audrey sa pinakahuling tanong. Thank you everyone for coming to this such event. Let's again congratulate the new ambassadress of Bodega de Zero. Nagpalakpakan ng lahat nang tumayo ang lahat ng nasa table upang magbow. They all positioned at the center of the stage to have a picture. As the star, si Audrey ang nasa gitna kasama ang mga head. They all smiled at the camera nang may kung sino ang basta na lamang naglakad diretso sa posisyon ni Audrey at malakas siyang sinampal sa pisngi dahilan upang matumba siya. Ang lahat ay napasinghap sa nakita. Maski ang mga cameramen ay agad na naitutok ang mga hawak na camera sa kanila. You deserve that, bitch! Alien Egbert, the former ambassador of Bodega de Zero, shouted at her while pointing his fingers to her. You took everything to me! Winston saw it too at mabilis na tinungo ang kinaroroonan ng napaupong babae sa sahig. Naramdaman na lamang ni Audrey na may kusino ang agad na lumapit sa kanya, ngunit hindi niya ito nalingon nang may biglang dumating na kusino at mabilis na sinunggaban ng malakas na suntok sa muka si Elion. Jake was fuming with anger while clenching his jaw. Nakakuyom ang mga kamao nitong nakatingin sa lalaking napasubsob sa sahig. Elion wiped the blood in his lips as he stares at the man standing in front of him. So, the great Prince Jake Sandoval was here. Nanunuyang tumingin si Elion kay Jake. He grinned and looked at Audrey who's with Winston behind her. And the princess has two princes. He then again stand up facing Jake. Walang emosyong mababaka sa mukha ni Jake. Ang mga mata nito ay animo makakapatay sa lisik ng mga ito. His veins are showing up as if it was a stem of a plant climbing up a tree. His well-formed muscles are clenching in anger. Sa anyo nito ay anumang oras ay handa itong pumatay ng tao. And that creeps the hell out of everyone. Jake's presence can make everyone feel small and scared. Like an alpha wolf who's ready to have his first kill of another wolf in a battlefield of ice. Mas lalo pang tumataas ang tensyon sa pagitan ng lahat nang muling tumawa ng nakakaloko si Elion. You sabotage me! This is all your plan. You're all plan to get your wife back? Right? Natahimik ang lahat sa naulinigan. Maging si Audrey ay tila kinakapos ng hininga sa kanyang sinasalampakan. What? Elion turned to the crowd. You all didn't know? Oh, sorry. I thought it has no reason nothing to leave this all behind and hide it from the public. He shrugs. You scumbag! Winston yelled as he supported Audrey to stand up. Oh, the billion-dollar face of Brazil. Nanunuyang wika ni Elion at binalingan ang dalawa. You like Audrey as much as you love your position, huh? Why didn't you fight for her? It's just like that. You just let her go and contented to be just her, oh, so loyal friend, Winston? Pagdidiin ito sa bawat salita. Winston clenches hand into fist. Winston, don't listen to him. Ani Audrey ngunit hindi iyon nakaligtas sa pandinig ni Elion. Why, Audrey? Are you afraid that everyone will know about your past? Ang mga namumula nitong mata ay nalilisik na nakatingin kay Audrey. You. It was you. Hinahapong anas ni Audrey at natakip na lamang niya ang kamay sa bibig. Maaring narinig nito ang kanilang usapan. Listen everyone. Malakas na sigaw nito. The other chance you knew was just a thrush. This lad was a married woman back then before she became a model and already has a child. The cameras are still rolling at hindi na magkanda o gaga ang mga staff dahil ang mga journalist at ibang interviewers ay hindi na nila maawat. Animo mga uhaw sa chismis at balita na patuloy sa pag-record ng mga pangyayari sa paligid. And you know what? Elion turns to Jake. And you know what? Elion turns to Jake. This man, Jake Sandoval, is the ex-husband. Nanginginig ang buong katawan ni Audrey na nasa po ang bibig. Wala nang mailabas na tinig ang kanyang lalamunan dahil sa bilis ng mga pangyayari. This is a big, big mess. Nilingon niya si Jake at nahabag sa anyo nito. Naas niyang matakot sa lalaki dahil sa ipinapakita nitong itsura na anumang oras ay handa na itong pumatay ng tao. Jake on the end of his line, walang pasabing inilang hakbang nito ang lalaki at You should be in jail right now! Jake, no! The police cars are everywhere. Unti-unti na rin nagsisialisan at uwian ng mga tao. While the traumatized person ay patuloy na kinakausap ng mga pulis for inspection. Audrey, sitting on the back of an ambulance, looked around her. Dahil sa gulo ay marami ding mga nasugatan dahil sa panic. She tightened her hold on the blanket that hooded her. Maybe Elion was right. This is all her fault. After all, siya ang itinuturong punot dulo ng lahat ng ito. You okay now? Winston asked as he approached her. He lends a cup of coffee to her and sat beside her. Thank you. She thanked as she sips on the cup of the cappuccino coffee. Medyo napangiwi pa siya nang bahagyang kumirot ang namamaga niyang pisngi. I don't know, Winston. I guess that Elion was right. I was the mastermind of all this shit. Nilangon niya si Rhea na abala sa pakikipag-usap sa mga reporters. Don't say that, Audrey. How can I apologize to everyone if I have no face to show them up? Naitakip na lamang niya ang kamay sa muka. I'm sure they will understand you if you try to tell them your side. Alon ni Winston sa katabi. I hope so, Winston. Nilangon niya kinaroroonan ni Mr. Tackleson kasama si Jake na kausap ang mga pulis. I hope so. I shouldn't be the one who you will arrest here. Napalingon ang lahat sa sigaw na iyon. It was Alyon with a chain in his both wrist, with the cops getting out from the building of MMG. That bullshit! Turo nito kay Jake na kunot nung nakatingin dito. He should be the one to be in jail! He sabotaged me! Anito at parang baliw na tumawa. Pilit ito nagpupumiglas hanggang sa may sakay sa sasakyan. That hellish man was indeed in high. Winston utters. I thought he was already jailed after the issue. How can be that addict freely vagrant here? It is said that Mr. Egbert fled to jail with the help of his manager. Mr. Tackleson suddenly spoke as he approaches to them. Sabay silang napatingin dito. The operatives are now making their way to get also in jail his manager, as well as the others that are involved in this mess. Isa iyong kaluwagan para kay Audrey na marinig ang balitang iyon. She played the rim of her hat cup. It's a relief to hear, Senior. Annie Winston. I'm really sorry about this, Mr. Tackleson. Please, give me a chance to be... Let's talk that in the other day. Audrey, it's better for us to break down this dilemma for now and think about what's our next step. Mr. Tackleson shrugged his shoulders. Nakayukong napatango na lamang sa Audrey. Paniguradong ilang araw mananahimik ang MMG bago ito maglabas ng statement sa media. Hindi malabong may mga gumawa na ng istorya bago pa nila may ayos ang lahat. Let's talk in private, Winston. Baling ng matanda sa lalaki. Tiningnan ni Winston ang katabing babae. Audrey smiled at him and nodded her head. Okay. This sounds bad for him. Tila hindi niya magugustuhan ang pag-uusapan nilang dalawa. Labag man sa kalooban ay tumayo siya at sumunod sa matanda. Audrey blew the hot smoke of the coffee as she sips again to her cup when someone stopped in front of her. Nagangat siya ng tingin. She then met a pair of hazelnut eyes with a frown knot between his thick eyebrows. Napadako ang tingin ni Jake sa may bandang bahagi ng kaliwang pisngi ng babae. Hindi niya maatim na matitigan lamang ito ng kahit saglit at agad din nag-iwas ng tingin, clenching his fist and jaw as his surpasses his temper to hurt himself for not doing anything. Kitang-kita ni Audrey ang muling paggalaw ng mga ugat at muscles ng lalaki at ang pagtatagis ng bagang nito. She released a deep sigh before speaking. Jake, if you want us to talk, please. Not now. Muli niyang yuko sa cup na hawak. Agad na kumunot ang noo ni Jake sa naulinigan. What do you mean? Yuko niya sa babae. Can't you see? We are the hot topic of everyone. Pansin ni Audrey sa paligid. Yeah, she was right. Sa paglapit niya ba lamang sa babae ay agad na napalingon ang lahat. Maski ang mga reporters at kamera ay agad na naalerto sa bawat kaganapan. Yeah, muli niyang binalingan ang babae. But seriously, we need to talk. I know. She sadly smiled at him. What is it, Mr. Tackleson? Diretsong tanong ni Winston sa matanda nang makapasok sila sa isang pribadong silid na tanging sila lamang ang nandoon. Dumiretso sa isang counter ang matanda at kumuha ng baso sa gilid ng shelf. What's with the formality, Alfred? Tackleson poured the wine into the glass. I'm always formal to you. Winston slid his hands to his pockets and leaned into the wood table. Really? Where's the jolly man I know? Inilapag ng matanda ang hawak na botelya sa counter at humarap sa kanya. He shrugs. You know what, Winston? The old man sat to the single sofa that facing him. I can make you a bigger star that everyone will look up and for. Agad na nangunot ang noo ni Winston sa naulinigan. Winston Alfred Fortrich in Megamag. Billboards in New York. Biggest concerts and ads. Road tours and etc. How's that sound? What are you trying to say? What I'm trying to say is... He circularly shakes the wine glass he's holding and look at him. You can replace the top model, not only in Brazil, but also in every and other countries. Ilang sandaling namayani ang katahimikan sa paligid. Why this man is now offering this kind of shit to him. He can't help to admit this, but it was really a tempting offer. Oh well, being in the spotlight was really his passion. It gives him satisfaction every time the camera turns and flashes to him. Every time he hears the loud noises of the crowd shouting his name and giggles every time he sees his face in magazines and billboards and on television. You're the billion-dollar face that everyone is looking for, Alfred, like your father. You can overtake the position of others. Nagawi ang kanyang tingin sa bintana kung saan kitang-kita ang pagkislap ng asul at pulang ilaw na nanggagaling sa mga sasakyan ng mga pulis. The offer was tempting. Indeed it is. Alam niya sa sarili na kaya niya pang higitan ng mga naaabot ng iba pang modelong nakakasalamuhan niya sa mga awardings. He can accept this big opportunity now. Your offer is indeed sounds good on its own, but he can't accept it now. Determinado niyang wika. Tila hindi iyon nagustuhan ng matanda at agad na nagtagpo ang mga kilay nito na tumiim ang tingin sa kanya. Do you hear yourself, Winston? Cut with your wordiness, Mr. Tackleson. What's really the purpose of this talk? Walang emosyong tanong niya. Oh, Alfred, you don't know how much this mess cost to me. Natatawang ani ng matanda. Itinukod dito ang dalawang kamay sa armrest ng sofa bilang suporta sa pagtayo. You're really a smart kid when it comes like this situation. Like your father. Agad na nagpanting ang mga tenga ni Winston at tumiim ang mukha sa narinig. Inside his pocket, he tightly clenched his hand into fist. What I want to say. Nambulsa din ito at naglakad patungo sa office table. I want to cut your connection. Any connection to Audrey. What the It can ruin your name and your position at Spotlight. Pagak iton tumawa. I will not be surprised if one day I will be aware that you are just in the limelight now. It will only happen if you're not going to cut your connection to her. Hindi na napigilan pa ni Winston ang sarili. This doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does. Malakas ditong sagot na halos umugong ang tinig nito sa buong silid. If you think you can do the same thing you did to Papa, I'm telling you now, you will never make it to me. Diin niyang wika bago tinungo ang pinto. Alfred! Without any looking back, Winston stopped his step to hear him. You wanna try me? You can ask your Papa, my dear nephew. Hanggat may natitira pa siyang respeto sa tiyuhin at pagtitimpi sa sarili, ay agad niyang pinihit ang seradura at pahambalang na isa na ang malaking pinto na gawa sa kahoy. Tackleson crossed his arms to his chest as he leans on his swivel chair, looking at the closed door. Surely, he will enjoy this game. Nanginginig ang kamay na nasapo ni Catalina ang dibdib habang nakatutok sa balitang ipinapalabas sa telebisyon sa labas ng mansyon. Tiago, the butler, was also there to look for the Doña. Kasulukuyang umeere ngayon ang balita tungkol sa naganap na skandalo sa mismong presko ng Bodega de Zero kung saan ang apo niya mismong si Audrey ang ambassadress ng nasabing winery. The secret of the two major names in the business and entertainment are now widespread. Mr. Jake Sandoval and Miss Megamodel, Audrey Atienza Fuentes. Kasambilis ng pagtakbo ng kabayong inilalaban sa karera ang bilis ng pagregodo ng puso ni Catalina. Nag-aalala siya ngayon sa kalagayan ng apo gayong napakasensitibo ng usapan na bigla na lamang sumabog at kumalat para dito. It is said that Miss Fuentes and Mr. Jake Sandoval are ex-lovers, or should I say, ex-married couple. Napahigpit ang kapit ni Catalina sa pagkakahawak sa upuan na tila ba ay doon siya kumukuha ng lakas na anumang oras ay maaaring ganoon din kadaling mabuwag. And the fact that they have a child? How can be a super and mega model is an ex-married woman and has a child? What's wrong of having a child, Tiago? Anya sa butler nang hindi inaalis ang tingin sa flat screen. Tila ay tumataas ang kanyang presyon sa napapanood. They're like cheese rolls deep in hot sauce. Tukoy niya sa mga reporters na gumagawa ng kwento upang pagchismisan. Well, my lady, when it comes to showbiz and entertainment, they are very conservative and conscious to their model's background. Pahayag ng Ginoo. It is a bad image for them if the face of the representing country has a dark or unaccepted past. Let's ask for more information about it. Lumapit ang reporter sa iba pang nagkukumpulang reporter sa paligid ng manager ng modelo. Miss Rhea, an official statement about Mr. Sandoval and Fuentes. Tumutok ang camera sa babaeng manager. As of now, We have no official statements to give, but as soon as we settle things up, we're going to take all things down. Yun lamang ang ibinigay na pahayag ng manager na agad ding muling pinagkaguluhan ng mga reporters na uhaw sa balita. Nangihinang napaupo si Catalina sa sofa. Agad na nilapitan ito ni Tiago at inabutan ng basong tubig. Oh, Tiago, what really is happening? Ani nandoon niya nang mahimas-himasan. You want me to call your granddaughter, madam? No. I'm sure she's been so stressed right now. This might already be known by Rafael and Aliana. Sabay silang napalingon nang pumasok ang isang maid, dala ang telepono. Excuse me, madam. Your son is on the telephone. Mr. Severino. Agad na nagkatinginan ang dalawa. Isinara ni Audrey ang pinto ng dressing room nang tuluyang makapasok. Everything is now settled for now. Sumanding siya sa pinto at napatingala sa kawalan. Heto na nga ba ang kanyang kinatatakutang mangyari? Everything she caused was mess. Ngayon ay hindi lang siyang masisira. Ganon din ang image ng MMG at ng iba pang mga may connection sa kanya. She released a deep breath to calm down herself. Tinungo niyang vanity mirror at naupo doon. Pinipigilan niyang bumagsak ang mga luha at ang bigat na kanyang dinadala hanggat maaari. Wala magagawa ang pag-iyak niya para masolusyonan ang problema. She had to do something. Kinakailangan niya talagang isiwalat ang katotohanan kay Jake. Kailanman ay hindi niya maitatago ng panghabang buhay ang dinaramdam niya dahil paulit-ulit lamang siyang mumultuhin ng nakaraan. Masakit man ay kailangan niya ng putulin ang anumang koneksyon sa lalaki dahil puro pasakit lamang ang dadalhin nila sa isa't isa. Naisubsob ni Audrey ang mukha sa mga palad. Sadyang ipinamumukha na sa kanya ng pagkakataon na walang patutunguhan ang pag-iilusyon niya ng mga bagay-bagay dahil kahit kailanman ay hindi papaboran ng tadhana ang pag-iibigang matagal niya ng pinapangarap. Isang mahinang katok mula sa pinto ang nagpabalik sa kanya sa realidad. Tumayo siya ng upuan at lumapit dito. Rhea, pakikuha naman ako ng painkiller sa klinik. She twisted the doorknob and pulled the door. Umaatake na naman ang migraine ko. Baka, want me to call a doctor? Nabitin ang kamay ni Audrey sa pagbukas ng pinto nang marinig ang bariton ng boses. Agad na bumundol sa kanya ang matinding kaba at tuluyang binuksan ng pinto. Jake, holding a box of cupcakes, standing in front of her door. Jake, did I disturb you in something? Anito at bahagyang sumilip sa loob ng dressing room niya. Oh, no, nothing. She moved to give him space. Pasok ka. After Jake entered her dressing room, sinugurado niya munang walang ibang nakakakita sa pagpasok ng lalaki. Agad niyang inilak ang pinto at isinandig ang ulo roon. She turned to the man who's examining the whole of her dressing room. Please, have a seat. Hindi niya alam kung bakit ngunit unti-unti siyang nilulukob ng matinding kaba. I brought you this. Lahad ni Jake sa box na hawak sa babae. I know you like brownies and cupcakes. Nag-iwas siya ng tingin upang ikubli ang pamumula ng mukha. He blushed just like a schoolboy giving a love letter to his crush. For pity's sake, Jake, you're acting like a virgin. This wasn't his first time to give a girl some food or stops. But why in Audrey? He is so... You're crazy, man. Thank you. Tinanggap ni Audrey ang inilahad ng lalaki. I'll just prepare this for us. Just sit there. Anyat pumunta sa mini kitchen. She returns holding a saucer full of cupcakes and brownies and 2 cups of lemon tea. Jake immediately approached her and insistedly helped. Hinayaan na lamang ni Audrey ang lalaki dahil maski siya'y nahihirapan sa dami ng dala. Salamat. Anya nang mailapag ang platito na naglalaman ng mga cupcakes sa center table. Napansin niya ang nakabendang kamay na lalaki nang ilapag nito ang 2 tasa ng tsaa. Your backhands are bleeding again. Sinundan ni Jake ang tingin ni Audrey sa kanyang mga kamay. Tama nga ito. May kaunting namumuong dugo sa nakabendang bahagi ng likod ng palad. Let's change the bandage. Baka may infection ka kapag hindi natin pinalitan. Muli niyang pinaupo sa sofa si Jake at kinuha ang first aid kit. Tumabi siya ng upo dito at binuksan ang kahon na naglalaman ng mga first aid kit. Kinuha ni Audrey ang kamay ni Jake at marahang inalis ang benda sa kamay nito. Jake, aware of Audrey's action, he remained silent while looking at her. She gently holds his hand while removing the bandage. She gets some cotton and puts some betadine on it. She again gently holds his hand and put the ointment on the bleeding part. She gently blew it while slightly tapping the cotton. Nagawi ang tingin ni Jake sa namumulang pisngi ng babae kung saan ay ang bahaging may bahid ng pamamaga. Unti-unting muling umaho ng inis at galit sa kanyang kalooban. "Hey, relax," ani Audrey sa kanya. "This is just betadine. Hindi naman ito alcohol para manigas ka dyan." Ngiti nito at muli pinagpatuloy ang ginagawa. He can't help to adore her sweetness and gentleness. She is so soft and has a pure heart. Who else can hurt this such a beauty to hold on? Oh well, it's also him. Pag-umiyaw ng kanyang isipan. But, muli niyang tinitigan ang babae. She blew the part of his hand that has wound as she put another ointment. Kumuha ito ng bagong bandage at muling binalutan ng kanyang kamay. "I'm really sorry," she uttered and caressed his hand. "Nadamay ka pa sa gulo ko. This wasn't going to happen if I was careful." Natigilan si Audrey sa pagsasalita ng marahang hawakan ni Jake ang kanyang pisngi. Dahan-dahan siya ditong nag-angat ng tingin. She can see in his eyes the guilt and sadness. Hindi na namalaya ni Jake ang ginawang aksyon. He gently caressed her soft cheeks that made her stop from speaking and look up to him. Muli niyang pinakatitigan ng pisngi nitong nasugatan dahil sa malakas na sampal na natamo mula kay Elion. He clenched his other hand but he still gentle to her. Kung alam niya lamang na ganito ang matatamo ng babae ay sana'y tuluyan niya ng binasag ang mukha ng lalaki. Wala siyang paki kung pag-usapan pa siya ng buong mundo dahil sa ginawa as long as he can make that addict yield. Puno ng pag-iingat na dinaman niya ang pisngi ng babae. He just stared at her make beautiful face.